ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. أما بعد. With the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we will be covering a book entitled Murshid al-Qari, the guide for the reciter. It is a book compiled by the teacher, the Qari Qari Saleem Gaibie, and the Murshid al-Qari is one of 3-part series, and this first book, it is a beginner's guide for the one who wishes to increase his knowledge in the rules of tajweed. So without any further ado, we will start the reading of this book, inshaAllah, and with the grace of Allah and the will of Allah, we will complete this book. And when we go open to page 7, if we read the foreword, the author, he says that this book is intended for the beginner in tajweed. The term beginner is used loosely, as it still requires him to at least be familiar with the letters of the Arabic alphabet before being able to take maximum benefit from this book. So a person, he needs some background in the letters and with the basic rules of tajweed. This book aims at equipping the student with all the basic rules and theory of tajweed, and therefore won't present too many examples, as its focus is the theory. Thus, without saying, even though the student will get to understand the theory, with the aid of this book, he requires an able teacher for the practical aspects of tajweed. So one is the theory is very important, but so understanding the theory, that's one aspect. But tajweed is more about the application, how you recite correctly. So the teacher needs to be one who is able to go over the examples and present and read the examples properly and correctly, so the student, he can understand the theory. And there's more effort should be made on the practical aspects of tajweed. So even though this book is in an English medium, since it is aimed at the English-speaking person, it will maintain many of the technical terms used in tajweed, which are originally in Arabic. So by translating absolutely everything into English, the true essence and luster of tajweed is lost. This is the first in a series of books. This book is aimed at simplifying the rules of tajweed for the beginner. Only after understanding and mastering the first book should the student attempt the second book. The second book will be written on a higher level. To understand it, the pupil should first master the first book. In this manner, by completing all the books in the series, the student would be exposed to all aspects concerning tajweed, being deliberated in the international arena and by experts alike. The author goes on to say that many of the rules written in this book are not necessarily how it is documented by scholars and experts in the fields of tajweed. The reason for this is that the book, is aimed at being comprehensive and all-encompassing. If presented exactly as found in other books, many discussions which are to come in the rest of the series on tajweed will not be properly understood. By studying this book, the student doesn't need to refer to another book. This is because other English works in tajweed have always neglected certain areas in the science. The pupil using these books as aids will get to understand every possible aspect pertaining to the science of tajweed. So this book is very important, and for the student who is starting his journey in Tajweed should make this a solid foundation for him. During the various chapters, I have placed invaluable notes, the note, that sign, which are of utmost importance that the student take due care that he learns them. They are of strategic importance for the student in understanding the science and future discussions still to come. So we have completed the introduction and taking note of the importance of certain things which the author had directed us to and showed us some guidance as what would we expect going through this book, inshallah.
وإذ قال إبراهام رب اجعل